Hi, welcome to Linda Tome and Craft Along. If you are new here, go ahead and hit that little subscribe button and the little notification bell. That way you'll be notified when I post new videos. So today I'm just going to do a quick little craft. I'm going to take a magnet that come with my phone book, and I took off the original artwork, and I'm using up my scraps to do a little scrap busting here. And if you see, I'm going through some scrap pieces to see what I like on there. And I decide, oh, okay, those are the two I like. No, maybe not that. And I'm changing it up to make it a little magnet that I like to go on my fridge instead of the advertising thing. And that way it gives a better positive message. Or you could just make it a little gift. So I'm going to go ahead and glue these little strips down onto the little magnet. Just a little fridge magnet. And put my glue around. A little bit of glue there, and then I will take a scrap paper and I will smooth the glue down in just a second. And please excuse the dogs. And there goes a little visitor, my little gizmo. You really can't see him, but you can see his feet. So this is where I get that scrap paper, and I smooth my glue down so I don't have any lumps or anything. Not that it really will lump, but I just wanted to make sure it does a good coverage that way. Just flatten it down a little. Put a little extra glue on. It'll clog out. So yeah, flatten it down. And then line it up and just stick it on. And I have it over the edges. I'm putting them on over the edges, because then I'll just, after I get that on there, then I will just trim it off. You see, there I am, just using my scissors to trim it off. I'm rounding the corners with it, which I could have used my rounding punch if I wanted to after I just cut the straight edges, but I decided not to. And then I try to figure out, I want something else on there. What do I want on there? And I end up using, oh yeah, don't forget that pen, Linda. You always forget that pen. Good job. Good job, Linda. So, yeah, I just end up using a piece of paper, a band that I made using my punch, but not the way the punch is supposed to be made. Which, if you want to learn how to do that, I have that in another video where I show you, which I believe is going to be my stamp of the month for February, and a little Valentine's Day card that I made using that stamp of the month. So anyway, it should be coming up in a second. I kind of try to include my process so you guys can see how I figure this out. I think I like that, and then I changed my mind. No, and then let's see what that acetate's doing. No, I don't like that either. No, not that. What do I have? Oh, my. That'd be cute if you want to make a little note on there, but no. Come on, just find it already, Linda. What is it, Linda? So that's one of the ones I did with my, there it is. That's the one I made, and it was just a little tight. If you look up to the top right-hand side above my hand there's a little tag there. That was from that punch that made the tags that I made this border with. And I'm using it like that, and it's kind of cool because it kind of looks like it's peeking through something. I think it looks cool. And then put some little glue. Just squiggle it on. I'm not worried about it being flat this time. I'm just like, just get it on there. Just cover it up. Get it on there. Squash it down. Put that pin back. Good girl. And so now I'm going to use the February stamp of the month, and I'm going to use the words on there that say love, joy, and happiness. And I'm going to heat emboss them. And I take out the wrong ink at first. I'm like, you can't ink with that. You have to use the embossing ink or a pigment ink. You cannot emboss with Memento ink. It doesn't work. It dries too fast. the stuff won't stick to it. You need something that's going to be tacky or stay wet longer. And the pigment inks, they like forever don't dry, so there we go. Linda pull out that embossing ink already. And my little embossing buddy, which is a little sack that is like filled with like cornstarch, I think. Something to the effect of cornstarch. And you're going to make sure that you cover the little area you want to, the project you're doing, so that the embossing powders don't stick to it. And then re-ink it in case it dried, which it probably didn't, but that way you get a good stamp, which I end up having to re-emboss it because, and then I didn't line it up, which I didn't show you that though. But anyway, so here we are. We're going to stamp it. We're lining it up on the line there to make sure it's straight. And then we're going to add some white Ranger embossing powder, which we sell at Close to My Heart. And I put the little embossing powder on, and then if I'm happy with it, then put the powder back in the jar, put the lid back on the jar, and then let's get our heat tool out and let it run for a second, which you're not hearing it because this is a voiceover. So there we go. We're just gonna heat it up a little. Heat it, heat it, heat it. Melt that embossing powder. Yeah, I'm melting the embossing powder. Sorry. Anyway, anywho, so we get that melted to where I like it, and then I'm like, it needs one more thing or something. So then I decide to take the little heart. Oh no, I did show you. I decided to go ahead and redo the embossing, and it did not line up great. I should have used my stamping platform, and then I could have just lined it up perfect. Because now it's unlined. I mean, you can still see it, but it's not lined up right. It's kind of messy looking. Just a little bit on the messy side. So if I'd done this in my platform, I could have embossed it 2 or 3 times and it would have looked really good. Let's melt it again. There we go. I was checking and make sure that it was embossed all the way. I put it up in the light so I can see the shine to make sure that it's all embossed, because my vision is not the greatest sometimes. So now I'm getting the little heart shape off of the February 2021 stamp of the month, which is available now. If you click the little link in my description, you can order your stamp now, and with a qualifying purchase of $50, you can get this stamp set for $5. And that is before taxes. And it's the doodled borders, and they're so cute. There's a whole bunch of them on there, which I've already done a video showing the stamp set. And then there's also more videos coming, because it's still February, so I'm going to play with it all month. So anyway, now let's emboss those little hearts. Embossing, embossing, making them shiny. Hey guys, so if you like my project, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and share so other people can find me. And don't forget to click that little subscribe button and then the notification bell. We're almost at 1,000, guys. Let's get there. Thank you. So long, farewell.